Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugga and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2 and they're continuing our progress with our Mercedes-Benz Actros MP3 Mega. We completed the first leg of our trip in testing this really surprisingly strong and well-hauling truck under a 35-ton load. So I'm really impressed with how it's going. Again, that long chassis helping to keep things stable, although she's still tipping pretty hard under the heavy weight. So we're trying to keep that in mind. We're taking this trip a little slower, trying to do a little more professional. Also, I checked Bandicam, I checked the recording, and for whatever reason, it puts the numbers like you're not recording down in the lower right-hand corner. I shut those off. And it seems to be working fine now. It doesn't put those numbers down there. So they'll only be there for that episode. They're not going to be there for the rest, as long as I remember to keep that off. Other than that, not much else to go on. We're just going to continue our run. Shall we? Let's go. Take it slow through here, I think. I'm going to clip the sidewalk a little bit, but that's alright. Up on a sharp right-hand corner here, so we got to take this slow. Matter of fact, why don't we just bring it down to third and just peek on up here, see if we can see any cars coming. Alright, not enough for me to worry about. So, make our corner. All looks well. Yeah, unfortunately our stop took us from nighttime to dusk, our ferry trip, so we're going to be driving in the dark again. Can't be helped. Hello, tip sign. Glad I'm not hauling an extra wide trailer. That wouldn't be there anymore. But it wouldn't damage the trailer either. Have a hard left-hand corner coming up. It should be easy enough to deal with. Oh, we got to be careful this bridge area down here. Take it nice and slow. Worried that I'm going to clip somebody on the inside. Nope, we're good. Wrong way. Yeah, look at that climb. Look at that power. Look at how well she handled that. That's impressive. Oh yeah, the good news is as well, looks like the recording, the sound was all nice and synced up. I didn't have to worry about it. So that was really, really awesome. That I don't have to pause break At least I don't think I have to. We still have a long drive ahead of us. And the file that records is a bit smaller. Actually, I'm going to be straight honest with you, it's a lot smaller than what Fraps records. So that means it should render into a smaller file as well, which means easier to upload. I am speeding through this area, but it's alright. It's nice flat land. There's not a lot of cars to worry about, so we're not going to. Except that there's a stop sign up here. Or stoplight. I always like popping out and looking at the truck. The trailer attached. It just looks cool. It just looks so cool. Giving you the outside view of the acceleration. Alright, back in the cab because those lights are going to get annoying. Again, we need to respect our corners because of the heavier load. It can tip us much easier. I am just making money right now. I am just making money. And nothing particularly big or bad has happened recently. Everything's been going rather smoothly. I've been enjoying the Battlefield beta, even though I haven't recorded it at all. I just haven't seen a need to. There's plenty of footage out there. Even if it did garner views, what it's going to garner views of is me being horrible. And I'm having more fun playing Euro Truck right now. Alright, slow down. Slow down. This corner can tip you. Alright, I slowed down a little too much, but rather too slow than too fast. I mean, again, I messed up on the gearing. And I want to be over. I didn't mean to, like, yank over that hard. Fortunately, there was nothing alongside of me. I was just trying to straighten out, and I ended up yanking over too hard. So again, we're on the easy part of the run here. We're going to hit the harder part later on in the travel. Waiting for Jinx to be released, even though I don't play ADC in League. Still waiting for Jinx to be released. Mainly because she looks like fun. And I'm hoping to pick her up in ARAM. ARAM will give her to me. Speaking of League, this is something I can talk about. I find it funny that League claims, somebody comes out with, hey, if you modify this coding in League, then you can play all same champions in all 10 spots. So you can do a 5v5 Blitzcrank, 5v5 Lux, 5v5 Akali, 5v5 whatever, of all the same champion. Yeah, and I got to be careful telling this story that I don't like end up going 120 around a corner. But you can like 5v5, all these different champions, and everyone's like having a blast with it. Everyone's having this huge blast. Everyone's having fun with it. And at first, people are saying, Well, Riot says do it at your own risk because you could get banned for it because it's modifying the client, which is against the terms of service agreement and all that. But then later on they come out and they say, hey, you know what? We're not going to ban anybody for this because you're having fun and you're not really hurting anything. So, why would we ban you for something like that? And it goes from that to, well, the real truth is that we actually were going to make this a game mode because we have a bunch of developers working on different game modes, and we call this all for one, where we all play the same champion randomly. And this is something we were going to implement before the end of the new year. So we're temporarily going to cut the workaround out just because it makes things buggy, and then we'll have it back in before the new year comes around. I'm kind of sitting here thinking, yeah, right. Not that they're not going to have the game mode back for the end of the year, but that they were actually considering this game mode to begin with. I honestly think that somebody discovered how to do this. Riot saw how much fun people were having and how much attention it was grabbing and how many people were playing it, and dollar signs just went off in their mind. Cha-ching! Wrong way on the gear again. And they were like, we need to support this. We need to make this official because this could bring more players. This could, boost our reputation. This could make us more popular. Because it's difficult once you hit a certain size in any game to grow beyond that point. World of Warcraft topped out at 12 million. Supposedly, League of Legends has 32 million people registered, but how many of those are Smurf accounts? Because lots of people have plenty of Smurf accounts, right? So how many of those are Smurf accounts? But the reality is they are probably the most popular online video game, at the very least, in the world. So it's where do you go from here? And I really just feel like somebody jumped on the bandwagon and said, hey, you know what, this is so popular, we actually need to support this. So let's hop to it and get supporting. Yeah, we're running a little bit on the low end of the RPM right now, but it's fine, at least for the moment. I think we're going to have to shift here, possibly. Yeah, I'm going to shift for a better RPM. I think this is where we diverge from the path that we took on our Scania. It's right here. See, I'm not sure if we've been in this direction or not. I know where we're going. We haven't been before. But still. Right. Again, we have a tight corner, and this time with a climb. So 8th gear, throttle down. Nope. 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 We have to go all the way to 4th. But we did okay. Please don't stop. Starting in 5th gear, I know that's a little high, but we're on flat heading downhill. So yeah, it handled it just fine. This is where things are going to start getting interesting. More curves, more, and I'm expecting a mountain climb at some point by the look of the road. There's our mountain climb by the look of it. I'll take it a bit easy on this corner. Good. What's up with that side road there? Huh? Wonder what that is. It looks like it just cuts almost like straight. No, it just goes down. That's what it is. I'm going up over. That goes down. We start our mountain climb. This is where it gets interesting. Not bad. 6th gear for that one. I'm gonna have plenty of cars passing me, pretty sure. So good. This almost looks like the climb to Haleakala, this road here. Except, Haleakala, it's without the lights and the barriers. Although it's not like cliffy, it's like, well, yeah, actually it looks a little bit like this. More rolling grass hill kite going up the mountain. Sixth gear again. Very good. It's very reminiscent of driving up Haleakala in the middle of the night. One of my first tour jobs when I moved here was doing the Haleakala bike ride. You drive people up, and it was the sunrise tours of all things. So you drive people up the mountain at like 2 in the morning, so you can get them up there so they can see the sunrise from 10,000 feet in the air. And then they all get on bikes after that's over, and they bike all the way down from the top of the mountain down. Some of them used to go really far. I don't know if they still do, but a lot of them have shortened their route. And of course, their business must be hurting now because, of course, the park is closed thanks to the government shutdown. To me, that's like pure genius. Hey, you know what? We're in debt. We're having trouble. So we need to shut down all of our resources of revenue outside of taxes and, you know, to save money. Okay. And it's a little bit scary living in Hawaii because, believe it or not, this affects dock workers. Dock working. So living in Hawaii, that's a scary prospect. That's really damn scary. Because we of course rely 100% nearly exclusively on import. We're pretty close to 100% relying on import for everything: food, toilet paper, soap, shampoo, everything. And if those deliveries aren't coming, then we're boned. I was walking around Walmart doing some shopping yesterday, and the store was kind of empty. Yeah, that was close, but we managed it. Because I had to slow down so much, we're going to have to like really drop gear here. But we recovered really nicely, and despite even still going up a bit of a hard climb here, handling it really well. I'm going to ride the higher RPM because it's going to get sharp here, and we're going to have to slow down. At least we might have to. See, it looks like we got a downhill coming up here, and this is actually scarier than hauling up. Because hauling up, you basically just put your pedal to the floor and find the right gear, and then keep it there. Going down, you have to control your speed. And that can be a real bitch. Yeah, this is going to be downhill. So, there's not many places on Maui I haven't driven to. I've driven to all the tour places in Kihei many times. I've driven to all the tour places in Lahaina. I've driven to Haleakala on many, many occasions up to the top of the mountain. And I've driven my favorite place, Hana. And many, many times drove the Hana Road, and loved every freaking minute of it. Dude, this is a bad place to pass me. On a corner. What are you doing? You're supposed to have a CDL. Yeah, all that effort to pass me, and all he did was slow down. How's that? I think this part would be more interesting to climb than the part we came up, but whatever the case may be. And we're not far out now either. 210 kilometers. Yeah, look at you slow down. What did passing me gain you? Very little. Very little. Not help you at all, son. What you doing? I'm just letting her like coast it right now. Not using any throttle at the moment. Because we got this corner to deal with. really well right now. I'm feeling a little run down. I woke up early to try and get a few things done chore-wise while my wife was out with her mom doing some shopping and taking our niece to a park. So I haven't slept as much as I normally would. I think I slept about 6 hours, which is good, but I've gotten to the point like now if I don't get 8 hours of sleep, I run out of energy earlier. Not that I'm the most energetic person in the world to begin with. Just to give you an idea of how energetic I am, there are stones that are more active than me in some areas of the world. Excuse me. It looks like we're coming up on another... will this be a climb or will this be a downhill? It's looking like a downhill. I don't remember climbing this high. Why are we getting all this downhill? Alright, slow down. We slowed down a little too much. But it's okay. I don't mean to cough into my microphone, and I apologize. I really apologize for that. Normally I mute my microphone before I do that, but I don't have the opportunity right now. I'm like really focused on this trip. You see, right here is like where the GPS bothers me. Because where it's stuck on the windshield is right where the road is. And I find that really annoying. Now, I'm assuming, like, if you were to go with the real truck, that you could, like, remove that or place it wherever the hell you wanted. Just for me, it's annoying. I'm really trying to respect the load that I'm hauling right now, which is why I'm taking this as slow as I am. I love the fence they have here, this little barrier. Like if an out-of-control truck came around that corner and hit that barrier, it would actually stop the truck from like going flying off into the town. Alright, looks like we get one more hard corner. Then we have it a bit easy, hopefully for the rest of the way, but there could be more difficult spots coming up. Woo. Easy Geronimo. Alhama. I'm just going to pass straight through. Looks like a dealership and a recruitment agency right there. Looks like I'd have to go up another road to actually get them, and I'm not going to do that. Feeling a little groggy right now. Yes, I'm sympathizing with my driver and how she feels. As you can see, our stamina meter there is getting pretty close to full, which means we'll need a rest stop. We might need a rest stop before we finish this. 2 hours, 26 minutes, for delivery. I don't know why I'm slowing down. Climb? It must be. And 3 hours and 3 minutes. So no, technically we should be able to make this without too much trouble. This looks like one sharp corner coming up over there. Alright, easy now. Because we definitely don't want to bully this far into our trip when we've been doing so well. Speed. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Look at that. Nice. And it should be a fairly easy run from this point in. This corner was trying to surprise me. So close and yet so far. Now, parking this with a standard transmission should prove interesting, to say the least. I mean, I used to drive, like I said, standard when I first played the game, but I didn't like the setup that I had. Whoa, no, come on, fix. Alright, yeah, that was my fault, but we managed to bring it around okay. Managed to handle that really well. So that was dumb, and that was a little bit part to exhaustion, misjudgment, but mostly part to just being stupid. But it's okay. She didn't go over too far. We handled it very well, and we are good. So we gotta be more careful again of that. Can't let this little bit of tiredness ruin our judgment at all, because we're very close to our final destination and we really don't want to mess up. We've been doing really, really well and we want to keep it that way. I know. Really? major downhill. And we've been having more downhill tests than anything right now. Have I had a run where I haven't gotten a speeding ticket? I don't know. Come on. There we go. Good job. Is this a climb or is this more down? This has got to be somewhat of a climb here, which will be a nice final test because we're almost to where we need to be. I know. Rest. Oh, it's actually kind of more downhill. This has been a nice road to come up. I've just been like pulling in money hand over fist right now. It's really cool. Oh, stop yawning. We're almost done. Almost done. Seven kilometers to go. Says we're 35 minutes out. I don't. No! No! God damn it! I honestly thought we would make that. But did we damage? We didn't damage the load, so we're all right. Let's take it down to first. Just because I don't want to back out at the angle I'm at. God. It's the fact that I'm feeling tired is getting to me. And has caused me to make those two misjudgments. I shouldn't have like gone up that high in the RPM, to be honest, but it's all right. How are we looking on 22 minutes? Okay, that's bad, because there's probably no rest stop between here and there. And there's a train track in the middle, which is going to slow me down even further. Really? I fear going across this. I just saw the light change. I was worried those barriers were going to come down. And they did. But we made it across. But we're in dire straits right now. We need a rest stop. Hopefully we'll hit the town that we're at, and then like we can rest before we park. It can't be much further away. Pretty soon my company's going to be big enough, it's like that scroll bar is never going to stop. There's a gas station there. Gas stations equal rest. Don't let your need to hurry cause you to tip again. You've made that mistake twice. You're not going to make it a third time. You've been lucky. Truck driving, CDL driving is not a luck-based profession. I know. I'm here. So, downshift. I think I got to reverse my shifters, because I have the habit of tapping my upshift when I want to downshift, my downshift when I want to upshift. See? And emergency brake, E. Oh. Apparently we're not in a good enough spot. There we go. Emergency brake, E. Alright, we'll rest real quick. And then we'll, there's no reason to do another episode. Our delivery point's right here. Yeah, I'm gonna change my gears on the next episode. Here we go. Looks like we might have one more climb. Gafasa. What the heck name is that? Gafasa. Gafasa. Gafsa? Gafsa? Gafisa? I don't know. That's the 80-ton load right there, even though that doesn't look like an 80-ton machine. I'm going to do slow acceleration because I can like see, yeah, that happening. Just look how well she handles this. That's just so impressive. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's a really well done trailer. It really is. It looks nice. That's just so well done. Especially like the hookup part with the extra tire there. That's just done really well. Speed bump. Now this is not going to be a fun place to try and back this in. This may be another embarrassing point where I don't back the trailer in. Because just I'm not that skilled at it. So we got this long ass trailer, man. again, might be able to pull it off. Actually, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to. If we could get it on the first try, I'd be like quietly ecstatic. Might. You gonna light up for me? Yeah! How about that? Alright. Very successful run. Very successful. Yeah. Alright folks, so there you go. That is the Mercedes-Benz Actros MP3 Mega. Now, again, hauled very, very, very well under a 35-ton load. Was very impressive. Handled the corners well. Of course, with any extra heavy load, you have to take them slow. We did get unstable a couple times, and we did start to tip, although we were able to bring one under control fairly well. And the other one, yeah, we got lucky on that one. Again, there was a little bit of my tiredness coming through, but we managed to not damage the load, and only a little bit of damage to the truck, and did very, very well. Mercedes-Benz, I'm really happy with it. It was a lot of fun. It really was. It was nice to be able to drive it, and it was an enjoyable run. It hauled really well. Again, I'm not overly psyched about its visibility. You know, the way the dashboard, the mirrors, the GPS in the middle of the windshield are all set up. I'm not overly fond of it, but I got pretty comfortable with it through most of the ride. Again, there was that one point where the GPS was like right where the road was, which blocked my vision a little bit, but overall it was okay. It was really good. Now keep in mind again, I'm going to revisit the Iveco and the DAF with the upgraded chassis if they have them, and I'm going to do them under the standard transmission like I've been doing this because it's only fair. However, I will not be going back to visit the beginner trucks under heavy, under standard transmissions, because I did them all automatic, and I really don't see much of a need otherwise to do that. So that's going to be it for this episode, folks. If you could leave a comment, rate, and subscribe, if you want to subscribe, that is. That would be really great. I heed all feedback. I do reply in one form or another to all commenters, whether they send me just a regular private message or they just comment on the video here. Any feedback, any suggestions, anything that can help, you think could help, improvements I can make, or things that you might see that I could do different, let me know. I'm open to everything, because I'm still, you know, despite doing this for a long time, this is the first time I'm actually starting to get a little bit serious about it. So, you know, feel free to let me know what you think and how you feel. Until next time, actually, why don't we do this real quick? To show you what we're going to be driving next. Right here. There we go. There she is, the Renault Premium Excellence. This is the high-end Renault truck. I believe, yeah, it's Renault Racing. It's dressed up like the Renault Racing truck because it, I guess, won the racing tour of 2010 European Team Championship. So that's why the trucks are like this. So we'll be going over this truck on our next one. And until that time, folks, this is One Big Bugga signing out, and I'll see you then.